What's happening, y'all? How y'all doing today? Finna fall into this Gregorian New Year's. We got a good topic to talk about today. It's gonna be about the firstborn of Jacob, Reuben. Uh, like I say, this channel, we be on deep topics. We trying to decode the Bible. We trying to read between the lines. So basically, Reuben violated Jacob by sleeping with one of his wives. Her name was Bilhah. And he ended up losing his birthright for doing that treacherous hoe ass shit. So I'm gonna show you how in the King James Bible, the one with the 66, the Bible with the 66 books in there, it is there again. When you read in there, it doesn't get off into like how Reuben violated. I mean, if you could read between the lines of what the Most High trying to tell you, then you'll figure it out. But if not, then you just gonna be thinking, and that's why all these old heathens and these Caucasians and these camps, they be trying to tell you don't read all these other books. They don't want you to read the other books because they don't want you to really get to the truth. My channel is about opening your brain and thinking for yourself. You gotta figure it out. All these astronomical, all these crazy sounding stories in the Bible, I'm not taking away from the Most High power because we're not talking about that. But what I'm saying is you have to read between the lines. Like the Adam and Eve story. That wasn't about no Adam and Eve eating no real live modern day apple. It's a story about, you know what I'm saying, Eve stepping out on Adam. But I got a video on that if y'all want to go check that out. You know what I'm saying? So you have to better yourself by challenging yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can't just sit up here and think that, oh, I'm doing this and I'm going to go to heaven. No. You could be doing all this stuff and take the mark of the beast and then you'll be damned. So you got to really ask yourself. You got to really pray to the Most High and tell him, you know what I'm saying, like, cover me in the day of torture. You don't know if you're going to get tortured. Even me, myself, I don't know how I'm going to act if I get tortured. I don't want to bow down on no torture. But I pray that the Most High let my enemy kill me before I even turn on, if I was to turn on him. Because I've never experienced that much amount of pain. I don't live to turn on the Most High. But I was just giving y'all a scenario of that just to let y'all know that anything can happen to anybody. The only one that perfect was the Son, Yahushua, the one that came down and paid for the sins of the Negroes. So, we're going to go to Genesis first, and we're going to go to Genesis 9. No, not Genesis 9. We're going to go to Genesis 49, 1 through 4. It says, and Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days. Gather yourselves together here and hear, you sons of Jacob, and hearken unto Israel your father. Reuben, thou art my firstborn, my might, and the beginning of my strength, the excellency of dignity, and the excellency of power. Unstable as water, thou shalt not excel, because thou wentest up to thy father's bed, then defilest thou it. He went up to my couch. So basically, he defiled his bed. And how do you do that? You lay with his wife. He didn't lay with his father. He laid with his father's wife, bilhah, his brother's mother and his father's wife. So he disrespected his father, and he burnt himself out of a birthright, which rightfully so, he deserved that shit. Because he did hoe ass shit. You got to call a hoe. Spade is spade. Can't call no spade no heart. And you can't turn no hoe into no housewife, right? Yeah. But So, but there's dead on that one. So now we're going to jump into Jubilees. If y'all have Jubilees, go to Jubilee chapter 33. We're going to read 1 through 12. And it says, and Jacob went and dwelt toward the south of Magdala, and he and Leah, his wife, went to his father, Isaac, on the new moon of the 10th month. And Reuben saw Bilhah, the attendant of Rachel, meaning that was Rachel's maid servant, and his father's concubine, washing in the water privately, and he desired her. So he seen her taking a shower, he seen her washing her body, and he wanted her. And hiding at night, he entered Bilhah's house at night and found her sleeping in her bed alone in her house, and he lay with her. And she woke up and looked, and behold, Reuben was lying with her on the bed, and she uncovered the hem of her skirt and seized him and screamed and recognized that it was Reuben. And she was ashamed because of him and released her hand from upon him, and he fled. And she lamented greatly concerning this matter. So basically, it wasn't no lights probably on back in the gap. She probably thinking that this was Jacob. And so when she realized that it wasn't, she tried to seize him, and she screamed because of what he did. And it says, and she did not tell anyone at all. And when Jacob came and saw her, she said to him, I am not clean for you, since I have become polluted for you, because Reuben has defiled me and lay with me at night. But I was sleeping, and I was unaware until he had uncovered my skirt and lain with me. And Jacob was very angry with Reuben because he had lain with Bilhah, for he had uncovered his father's robe. And therefore Jacob did not draw near her, since Reuben had defiled her. And the deed of any man who uncovers his father's robe is very evil, because he is despicable before the Most High. So, you see how I said that he uncovered his father's robe? Well, you got to read between the lines. When it say his nakedness, his robe, that means that his woman is to be covered. She's covered by the man, and not only covered like that, but covered with clothes. So when they say these type of things, that 9 times out of 10 is talking about that he dealing with a man's woman or his woman. You know what I'm saying? So and then another thing, if your wife is defiled, whether she step out on you and cheat with you or with another man, or she's been raped or anything where another man go inside her, she's defiled, and you can't no longer be with that woman. And I'm gonna explain in this other testament that I read to you why. It explains why Reuben did this. Because he knew that if he laid with his father's wife, that he wouldn't be able to be with her no more, because that's defilement, and the laws for the Hebrews is that we don't accept defiled women. Point blank, period. Let's see. Okay, now we're in the book of Jasher. We're in Jasher 36. Okay, Jasher 36. It says, it was after the death of Rachel that Jacob pitched his tent in the tent of her handmaid Bilhah. Reuben was jealous for his mother Leah because of this, And he was filled with anger. He left angrily and entered the tent of bilhah, and he removed his father's bed. That's another code word, father's bed. That just means his woman. At that time, the portion of at the time of the portion of the birthright, together with the kingly and priestly offices, was removed from the sons of Reuben, for he had profaned his father's bed. Profane means no respect for the things that are sacred and holy. So a woman becomes holy and sacred to her husband once they join together and they lay down together and they have a marriage. So the birthright was given to Joseph, the kingly office to Judah, and the priesthood to Levi, because Reuben had defiled his father's bed. These are the generations of Jacob who were born to him in Paddan Aram. And Jacob's sons were 12. So, yeah, that's it for Jasher. But as I tell y'all all the time that you are not to do that. And then it's another thing that the cracker, the Edomite, the Caucasian, he promote incest. So they think that Adam and Eve was having sex with their sons, and that's crazy. When he said, let us make them in our image, that means the Most High made a set of niggas. Yahweh shot the Son made a set of niggas. The Holy Spirit made a set of niggas. And the angels made a set of niggas. And when it was time to make the women for them, they made the women for them. That's a way that you can't, because the Most High is the same today tomorrow, and forevermore. So why would he tell you that it's cool for Adam and Eve to lay with their own family members, but then again it's the scripture telling you that you're not supposed to lay with your family members? That's a contradiction. So like I tell you all the time, whenever you come into a contradiction in the Bible, that's of the devil. That means that something has been taken out, or either something has been added to the book. Revelation 22, 18 through 19. So let me jump back over here to Jubilees, and we're going to jump back starting at 10. This is after the fact that Reuben had laid with bilhah, his father's wife, because these are the laws of incest. Now it says, this is 10. Therefore it is written and ordered in the heavenly tablets that a man should not lie with his father's wife, and he should not uncover his father's robe, because that is defilement. Defilement means filthy. They shall certainly die together, the man who lies with his father's wife, and also the wife, because they have made a defilement upon the earth. And there shall be no defilement before our Father among the people, whom he has chosen for himself as a possession. And again it is written a second time, let anyone who lies with his father's wife be cursed, because he has uncovered his father's shame. And all of the holy ones of the Most High said, so be it, so be it. And you, Moses, command the children of Israel, and let them keep this word, because it is a judgment worthy of death, and it is a defilement, and there is no forgiveness, in order to atone for a man who has done this forever, but only to execute him and kill him and stone him and uproot him from the middle of the people of our Father. For any man who does this in Israel should not have life for a single day upon the earth, because he is despicable and polluted. But they're not going to tell you that. You want to know why? Because the Caucasian man wrote this, and the Caucasian man loves incest. Why you think they promoted Lot, talking about Lot was a righteous man? How you a righteous man and you got drunk and laid with your daughters, goofy? See, that's what the white man like. That's why he put all this foolish shit in our Bibles. Think for yourself, my Hebrews. Don't be so naive all the time. Reuben's going to hell. He's not getting into heaven. He did some shit that an Edomite would do. The Caucasian. It says they are debased people. Debased means they are low in value. They are defiled people, means that they're filthy. And they're profane. That means that they don't have no respect for the things that are sacred or holy. 3 strikes and you out. Now, just to prove a point of what I'm saying, we're going to go to Genesis 9:19 through 25. And this is going to tell you how Ham defiled Noah. Okay, he is like, these are the 3 sons of Noah, and of them was the whole earth overspread. And Noah And Noah began to be a husbandman, and he planted a vineyard, and he drank of the wine, and was drunken, and he was uncovered within his tent. That's where a man lay with his woman in his tent. And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father, and told his 2 brethren without. And Shem and Japheth took a garment and laid it upon both their shoulders. Let's stop right there. Both there. So it ain't just talking about Noah, it's talking about Noah and his wife. So this supposed to be the mother of all 3 sons, right? Which I don't believe it. Because they say Ham looked different from Japheth and Shem. So how do you got, and this is what I tell y'all go watch my videos. Noah's not even of the seed of us. Noah is a serpent seed. He's not an albino. He is of the fallen angel DNA. That's why he looked like that. That's why he had blue eyes and white skin. Because he's of the fallen angels. He looked like them. These aliens, when they be telling y'all that they gray and out, them angels is white with black eyes. Point blank period. Let's get back to the mix. Okay, okay. Yeah, and it said, and he laid it upon both their shoulders and went backward and covered their nakedness of their father, and their faces were backward, and they saw not their father's nakedness. So it's basically saying they didn't see their father naked, and they didn't see their mother nakedness. It's not gonna say mother because they trying to hide the fact that the nakedness that they was talking about was Noah's was his wife. And it says, and Noah awoke from his wine and knew what his younger son had done to him. And he said, cursed be Canaan, a servant of the servants shall he be unto his brother. So, there you have it. Another deep discussion for y'all. And if y'all want to go look at it anywhere else, it's in hold on, let me see. It's in the Testament of Reuben, but that's in the pseudepigrapha. You would have to actually go get that book. It's the Testament of the 12. It's the Testament of the 12 patriarchs, meaning the 12 sons of Jacob. But you would have to actually go to the Testament of Reuben. It'll be verses 3 and 12. But it's a little bit different. It's a little bit off, but it's still somewhere where you can go try and get the information. But I hope y'all learn from this. I hope that when I'm teaching y'all stuff, when y'all see certain words and things, you have to challenge that. When they talk about trees in the Bible, trees don't mean trees don't talk. So when they say a tree talking, the Most High telling you, he talking in code, like he telling you that this tree is a person. But he's just using a tree as in, like it's in code. If you say, oh, my dog is in the house and he barking, but if you say, oh, Jonathan, that's my dog, you're not talking about the same thing. You're talking about a male human being, your homeboy, as if he your dog, and then you talking about your physical dog, which is in the house. You just use the same word. So y'all got to learn how to decode the Bible. If y'all got any questions, Feel free to drop a comment. I'm willing to help anybody that really want to learn and anybody that's trying to get off the milk in the Bible. All these niggas on the YouTube steady talking about the same things that most people should have already snapped out of and moved on to. They not doing it because they not really trying to seek out the truth. And if they do know the truth, they still hiding it from you because they so scared. And they tell you not to fear. It tell you in the Bible, don't fear what man will do to you. He can't send you to heaven or hell. Only the Most High can do that. I'm out.